Hi everybody, welcome back to Toadstool Tarot. I wanted to do a little walkthrough today of a deck that I got from Printer's Studio, which by the way, printed and shipped considerably faster than make playing cards. I discovered this through a Facebook group, Tarot, which is hosted by Paris DeBono, who I believe is from Australia and has published, self-published a number of decks, more than a dozen, and you can find them all in his shop on Printer Studio. I found this one because for the longest time I've been wanting a black and white version of Pixie's RWS deck. And I saw this one, and it's a little bit, it doesn't have all the details of Pixie's art. It is redrawn from her artwork, modified only slightly, and some of the extra textures and patterns and things have been stripped out. It's just black outlines on white background, and I believe it's just called the Black and White Tarot deck, but you can search for Paris DeBono at Printer Studio and check out what he's got there to offer. The deck is fairly thick. I'm actually going to do it as a kind of a walkthrough comparison to the Centennial weight tarot in a tin, which you can see the cards are considerably thicker, and they're playing card size, and it also has, in addition to the 78 card tarot, 12 additional cards that are not in black and white that have to do with the zodiac, which I probably am not going to use. I don't do that, and I have no reason to use them. First off, let me point out the back. I'm not real fond of the back. I'm okay with the design, but he's got a logo here, the Fortune Teller by Paris DeBono. Now, he has this image on the backs of all his decks, and while I don't care much for it, I get it. I mean, he has a little shop there, and he uses this as a branding and marketing tool, and I can't fault him for that. It's just if I had my choice, it'd probably just be the wavy pattern with no little logo on the back. But hey, you do what you gotta do to keep your business running. So, first of all, let me pull out the, actually, without the zodiac cards, it's still looks like about 15, 20 cards thicker than the Centennial in a tin. But these are the zodiac cards, which have zodiac sign, numbering, and a little key word on each card. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to set those aside. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to. Yeah, I guess I can do this okay. Now, I was curious. I wanted to do this as a side-by-side because since this has been reoriented to playing card format from the usual tarot configuration, I wondered if the images had been cropped or stretched, and so we'll see, what changes have been made. I see already here that, the mountains in the background have been taken out. Some of the landscape at the base is gone. The sun is larger. The figure is a little bit wider. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little comparison there. The cards are very slippery, and they're slightly glossy too. I don't know if you can see. They've got a bit of a sheen to them. Also, they're not strictly speaking sharp black and white line drawings. They have a sort of stylized, some of the lines are black, some are sort of gray. It almost has a solarized textured feel, like a black and white solarized photograph. And some might even say it looks sort of like, you know, if you had printed these on a black and white printer and your toner was running low, how you get like some sort of grayed areas that aren't crisp black lines. I don't think that's an accident. I think it was a design choice, and I'm okay with it. Now here we've got the Magician. We don't have the foliage overhead. The drawing's a little bit different. The stance is mirrored from the Centennial. Oh, also, he's eliminated the labels on the bottom to get more image on the card, but he does incorporate the label within the art on the card. And in most cases, it's pretty easy to read. This one's a little bit more gray than most. I believe while, you know, some of the information has been stripped out, these are kind of stripped down and basically the important stuff is there. I expect to get a lot of use out of these. The cards actually, excuse me, having a little trouble today. The cards actually feel really good. The edges feel nice. On the U.S. Games cards, the edges seem a little bit sharp. Need a sip of tea. I seem to be having some trouble today. I hope I'm not getting a cold. So listen, I'm probably not going to talk as much. Just going to show you these cards. Not as fond of this more glamorized moon, but it's okay. In most respects, it looks like the drawings have been traced or recaptured from Pixie's art. In some cases, they're a little different. And he's relabeled the pentacles as coins. I sort of wondered whether that had symbolic purpose or whether it's just that coins has fewer letters in it and it's a little bit easier to use on a label than spelling out a longer word like pentacles. Different bird and a different hat. If you know of any other black and white decks with Pixie's art, let me know. Now, I know one of the Neo Rider decks is sort of black on ivory, and I almost got that, but I believe it has touches of metallic red. And also, when I looked at the ink, the black ink seemed to sort of lay on the surface of the card in a glossy layer that didn't work for me. I didn't care for it. I do really like the idea of these being on a playing card size format. Let me make a little room here. My tray is a little overloaded and the cards are slippery. It's getting a little out of hand. No, I'd have been perfectly happy without the labels because I'm very familiar with this artwork. But I expect newcomers to RWS would need the labels, so I think it's probably good that he put it on there. Some people will not be thrilled with the fact that there's a lack of color. I'm actually finding it refreshing. Not to complain, I'm very used to color in the RWS and various versions and different colorings, but seeing them reduced to line work is interesting to me. Okay, this one is quite cropped. You still get the basic message, you just don't get his boots. I think it works okay. Oh, the cat's gone. Interesting. You still have what look to be lions or cats here. The crown's different. No salamander. Anyway, curious to know what you think of these. I think it was helpful to me to see them side by side with the regular deck. They feel nice. They're a little on the slippery side. And also they're a little bit bowed. I think that might be from packing. Oh, they don't come in a box. They just come shrink wrapped. So that may account for some of the bowing. And I don't know if use and wear or certain kind of storage may straighten them out. It's not really a big issue for me. So anyway, that's the black and white tarot from Paris DeBono at Printer Studio. See you all next time.